I was in active addiction when I found out I was pregnant. I didn't know how to be a mom, but I knew I loved my daughter. I actually had her in handcuffs because 2 days prior, I turned myself into jail because they had a warrant out for my arrest. I went to a 30-day treatment after I had my daughter. CPS did come take her from me. Eventually, I had gotten my daughter back. However, I didn't have the support. I didn't have resources available that I needed. So I actually had relapsed and lost my daughter again.
The challenges that I faced as a mother in early recovery were not being able to have a safe place to have my children or to be with them or to even have visitations with them. So by the time that I was stabilized and ready to be able to go to the court and show them that this is what I've done and this is where I'm at, basically the judge looked at me and told me that my kids needed a mom 2 or 3 years ago and it was too late. I kind of went in there with high hopes because I had really changed my life around a lot. I just remember like crying and explaining to him like, they're still babies and they have their whole life ahead of them and I'm always gonna be their mother. It was really heartbreaking and it was tough to deal with.
Serenity Recovery Network is approaching its 20th year anniversary. It was founded by Ivan Faske, Fago and Angie Edwards. We're not therapists, we're not social workers, we're addicts in recovery that have been where our residents have been, and we show them the way through the way that we live our life.
Today is February 21st. If I don't use a drug or take a drink in the next 9 days, because it's a leap year, I will have 30 years without any drugs and being in recovery. And I've been doing this work for 29. I absolutely believe that this is my calling, that this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. And it's affected me in every possible positive way.
Serenity Recovery Network, their mission is simple. They want to help addicts develop a foundation for long-term recovery. And they do that through primarily the 12-step programs, abstinence-based programs. We run 2 recovery houses, one for men and one for women, and we're in the process of expanding our platform because every bed that we can create, we can save lives.
What inspired the vision was seeing addicts that were caught in this circle of treatment or incarceration. The idea was to have a place where people can come to that helps them establish a foundation in recovery so that they don't go back to jail or treatment. Ivan and I were having lunch. I was complaining about how tired I was of the corporate politics and bureaucracy. And what I wanted to do was open a recovery house. And that was in the summer of 2005. We opened the doors to this house in March of 2006. We were the second place in the city that actually hugged the residents. We treated them like family. We instilled in them that this is their home, all right? You have a say in everything that happens here as long as it's within policy. When Ivan was working downtown, he met Angie and knew that she had opened this house for women. In the meanwhile, Angie was running her house almost out of her pocket.
She was struggling and probably facing foreclosure or eviction, and Fred and Ivan put her under their umbrella, and hers was the House of Freedom and Miracles, it was so similar, it was just a natural fit to be part of the Serenity Recovery Network was created. Recovery is a complete 180 change. The only thing you have to change is everything. And when you're doing that with others, it's possible. The saying is, I can't, we can.
We have a lot of alumni who come back here and they're basically sponsors, mentors, guides. The beauty of that is it reinforces the recovery that we have lifelong.
I think that the 12-step process is absolutely not only the best chances, the highest success chances, but also the best way to live. It's just a total process of incorporating steps into your life that will help you to make better decisions, get along with people better, feel better about yourself, raise self-esteem, which I think is an important part of the recovery process, because the reason why people go back and can continue to use is because of the way they feel about themselves.
Ivan and Angie have left us, but they got to a point to help other people, to give back. But their program is what got them to where they could do this and help other people. You know, step 12.
My dream was to help women just like me to come into a program where they was able to be themselves, able to express themselves, and just be loved unconditionally.
Miss Angie, as most people called her, started the House of Freedom and Miracles 15 years ago. In 2009, she joined with Serenity Recovery Network to help even more women. Miss Angie died earlier this year before she could see her new building renovated for her program. It sits on Warsaw, and because it's bigger, it can now help 16 women. They'll be able to live together, eat and grow together. The before and after pictures are impressive. And just as the building has transformed, women's lives will be transformed here as well.
And we're talking about hundreds of women being affected by Angie's love. Whatever it is that Angie started will continue, I'm sure of it.
Although the visionary is gone, Miss Angie's light is still shining.
Miss Angie was like a beacon of hope in my life.
And now, thanks to her dream, it will shine on even more people.
She would smile, shake her head, and say, "Baby, we made it."
I mean, she was just so loving and caring, right? The way the program is managed carries her legacy. Freedom Miracles has been here over 20 years. That property is being expanded to include apartments for parents with children to have safe and affordable housing.
What this will provide individuals is an opportunity to have a safe, stable, affordable space where they can reintegrate back with their kids in an environment that's healthy, stable, provides support, connection.
Their greatest hope is to have the children back. It's not uncommon for somebody to get 18 months out and lose hope because they don't have their children in their lives.
I built a network that loves me, supports me, and pushed me to be better and become better. As soon as I walked in, it just looked like something almost like in the movies to me. You just are in a place full of love, safety, joy, and happiness.
It's so funny because I will always say, like, this is home. It doesn't matter how long it's been since I've been here. As soon as I walk in, it's like, I'm just comfortable. So when you first get here, you're like, I'm never gonna be successful. I'm never gonna have these things. And even though you see those people at meetings, it's almost like it's not in reach for you. But when you get to actually like sit down and meet with those people and talk with them and just get to hear their story, it really helps you.
Our residents come from all walks of life, from CEOs to service industry workers. Addiction does not discriminate, and neither do we. Every year, we serve over 70 individuals, providing them with not just a place to live, but with a safe, stable, and supportive environment to recover from addiction. In 2024, 77% of our residents who moved out of our homes did so clean and sober, far exceeding national averages for recovery success.
Muhammad Ali said, "Service to others is the rent we pay for our room on earth." And I believe that to be so true.
I've been to different sober living houses, and I will say that this one is one that changes lives. It's somewhere that will build into you, support you, and love you for a very, very, very long time.